with us at HunarTV Digital, and we're here to discuss the latest work, the show, not just an exhibit, but I'd call it an immersive art by Vibha Galhotra, because a lot of research, science that has gone into creating a work which is using the language of art, but nevertheless talking about things that concern everyday issues about our environment. Vibha, we're seeing a lot of this exhibit. Of course, first you're making us walk in rubble,
yeah,
which is why we're kind of minding our step and walking as we're going across. But that's important because that's part of the experience. That's part of the difficulty that you're trying to say as well,
yeah.
That we're facing today, and perhaps we've not woken up to as much to that extent. I mean, it's environment issues are part of our daily discourse,
right.
part of our daily concerns, but perhaps not as much as an alarming rate that you feel that they should be.
Yeah, if you see day-to-day life right now, and we are immersed in the rubbles, you move your eyes anywhere around your neighborhood, you'll find these rubbles anywhere and everywhere.
Absolutely.
So that really triggered this, basically the body of work.
Yeah.
And I wanted to actually make people uncomfortable in the gallery space, in the white cube space, so that they can experience this degeneration of the whole earth system.
Yeah.
So all the organic earth is being covered with this layer of debris. I call them debris, though debris is not a right word for the journal breaking of these cement blocks, but I call them debris, like war debris. So it's like a war without your knowledge. So we are having this environmental war. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, and the whole show is basically divided into 5 elements, and the earth element is shown through the rubbles and the other metals and other non-biodegradable materials which goes into this body of earth.
Yeah. You know, I'm sorry for the interruption there, but also trying to put it across in more simplistic terms for our viewers as well, on why this show is strikingly different, on why it should be visited here. Because unlike earlier artworks in a white cube, clean, sanitized gallery space have raised such issues, are mostly on a canvas space or photographs that the artist having taken the journey himself or herself, taking those pictures and then exhibiting them on this sanitized white cube space, which don't evoke that response or evoke the same experience that you felt while doing your research. So while we have these photographs as well, you've tried to kind of recreate that discomfort as well in the gallery space as well, which is why I think it's so striking, because that's when the message hits you. Yeah,
that's right. Because it's I think all the cultural people or the artists, it is a responsibility for them to kind of look at the situations we need to talk about. Because we are the people who can start the conversation, and it becomes the easier point where we can start the conversation. And art galleries and art gives us that liberty to talk about these issues. So I think I took that liberty, and I'm really glad that Exhibit 320 has also taken that.
I mean, it's also about a gallery space being game with your experiment as well.
That's right.
But I guess they also realized on why it's important now to change the language.
The language of art.
The language of art, the language of giving out a message. These fabrics that you see here, if we focus on this white one, what exactly is the fabric here, Vibha?
So this is basically the remains from the film Manthan, which are being taken to the Yamuna river as shrouds before the river meets with the sewage at the Wazirabad Barrage, and after the Yamuna river meets the...
Let's in fact turn to our right to get the black piece of cloth. And believe it or not, this is not paint. This is grease and dirt and chemicals.
And sludge.
Why don't you go across there, and we can have you in a frame with this black cloth, which you very rightfully call a shroud as well. Because it's like a death of a water body. It's like a death of a river.
So it's basically it's a visible catastrophe in front of our eyes, but it's a constant ignorance by all of us. I won't say only the government bodies, but also the people living around.
Absolutely, because we're involved in this catastrophe. So this is the white piece of cloth that you've seen there. A second white piece drenched, dipped in the Yamuna that you have here in Delhi, and it's come out black. I mean, it looks very pure in black, but this is pure dirt. This is pure grease, pure chemicals, pure
It's a bio and chemical waste.
and that's why you call it a shroud. And I would recommend you to watch the film as well, which is when you would even appreciate the results of this. You know,
That's
you would
right.
appreciate the results of what this fabric has really gone through and what's really happened in that film, Manthan. We're trying to go across to one final piece, which is about cacophony and.
Symphony or cacophony.
Symphony or cacophony. It's about the global map. Very quickly, going to explain you this. There is absolute beauty in the simplicity of the work here. As Vibha was telling me, that this is an everyday plant that you have at home or you have at the roadside.
Yeah.
And you need
Covered with the layer
meticulous.
of-
You need meticulous cleaning, and this is what you get. This is the cloth that the plant has been cleaned with. These are the gloves that have been used. This is thick dust, and this is not just this is dust that you and I breathe as well.
That's right.
And you have the plants clogged in this dust as well. And it takes that meticulous, and it's rigorous cleaning. It's not light, gentle dust. You're like,
That's right.
you're literally rubbing
You
it
know,
off
it's
with
the-
force.
Yeah, it's basically all the chemicals or the fossil fuel smog, what we call smog. Smog is just sticking on the plants. And so, you know, it's
And
like
it's a stubborn
concrete
layer.
dust. Yeah, it's a very stubborn
You
layer.
can't even
and
expect it to be washed away by a simple rain shower.
That's right.
Because you've rubbed it off. I mean,
Yeah.
and it's a simple process, it's a simple message. You get it in every day at your home, clean up your plant, and you'll know the nature of air that we're
That's
breathing.
right.
One final stop we're going to make, if we still manage to signal there, is this map. It has its sensors inside, and the reason why this is in continuance with Vibha's ethos of immersive, interactive artwork, because that's how it should be. Tell us, what happens when we tap, and why do we get a cacophony?
So basically this is about the element ether. Ether is a formless element, but here I have given the form to it. And you know, it has been said that Anthropocene age is now 66 years, from 1950 to now onwards. And so all the sounds from the social and political unrest and other unrest and human behaviors are in this box. So when you speak, when you want to speak or hear these sounds, so you just tap on these, and when you just on a tap, you will hear more and more sounds, and they will just increase and create a cacophony. So that's the whole work.
This is why we're going to be silent for a while, for you to understand the impact of this work. I'll be signing off now with artist Vibha. You can catch her work here in New Delhi at Exhibit 320 in Laru Sarai. And I believe, trust me, believe you me, it's going to be an interactive, immersive art experience that you've not had before, which concerns issues you and me, which you should wake up to.
Thank you.